ho, ho, hello. Chris Williams here, and I am so thankful to each of you for signing up for our Father Christmas Masterclass for December. Let's get right to telling you what I would love you to prep before we begin. So, Andy, we can go overhead? Okay. All right. I have colors already out on my palette, and I'll let you know that I am using ink spot, teal, aqua, patina, and some titanium white. The canvas I'm working with is a 10 by 20 canvas, and we are going to create an ombre from the top of the canvas all the way down to the bottom, beginning with our dark color at the top, just as you see lined up here. We're darking at the top and we're finishing with a light color at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and use a large flat brush. This is a 1 1.5 inch base coating brush, which works perfect when you are going to do some long linear strokes across the canvas here. This is ink spot. I'm loading both sides of the brush good and full with ink spot, and I'm going to begin right at the top of my canvas, and I am going to working side to side, left to right, and right to left. I am just coloring or painting this color on, and I'm going to bring this down. As I work across the canvas, I am just continually going down and across, and about, oh, I don't know, maybe about 4 or 5 inches down, I'm going to start working on introducing a new color. Now, it's okay if you still see a little bit of a streakiness. Be careful not to just like stroke in the middle so that you end up with marks. Take your strokes all the way from the left to the right or from the right to the left, and make sure that you don't have brush marks in between, all right? So we're going to go ahead with our ink spot and continue painting down, like I said, about 4 or 5 inches. Then I'm going to start introducing my next color, which in this case is teal, and you can see that I'm loading it on the corner of my flat brush. So I still have ink spot in it, and now I'm introducing teal. And I'm going to continue working down, adding more teal as I go down. I'm working left to right, right to left, and I'm softly blending that color as I work back up, picking up more teal and continuing the process. I'm going to take the teal down a few more strokes, and then I'll gradually pick up the next color. So we're just blending that teal, and sometimes it helps to always then go back and make your coat nice and smooth in one direction. All right, now I'm going to start picking up the next color, which in this case is aqua, and the aqua is a much lighter value color. And I'm going to continue bringing that down, working again from left to right, right to left, and I'm filling that and then lightly carrying that color back up to blend in with the previous color, which is teal. And now what I'm going to use is a paper towel or a shop towel, and I'm going to wipe some of that color out, and I'm going to pick up the color that we're currently working with, which again is the aqua. And I am now going to start adding our last little turquoisey type color, which is patina. And as I hold my canvas, I'm getting closer to the bottom, again striking the brush from the left to the right and the right to the left, lightly blending the colors in between. Our Santa, this is just a very simple background for him. And it's okay if you see some little streaks here and there, because he's going to take up a good portion of this canvas. The last color I am using is our titanium white. It's going to be at the bottom where our snow is, and I again am going to start lightly blending the white into the patina. I'm going to take my brush, wipe out some of that excess paint. Again, wipe it again, pinch it. And I'm going to, again with just the white on my brush, begin working very long, smooth strokes across the width of the canvas, creating a very pretty ombre. And I'm going to carry that color up as we move along. And that's all we're going to do to our background. I'm wiping the paint out. And I'm going to start again at the bottom and very smoothly, lightly blend that color Because I'm working with the multi-surface colors, you're going to see, excuse me, that they dry to a satin sheen, and we're going to have a beautiful finish here to our canvas when we're done. So once you have your canvas prepared and you have the ombre on your canvas, the next thing I would love for you to do is to take your pattern. I'm going to set this aside. You're going to take your pattern, and once the canvas is dry, you're going to then use your artist transfer paper. You may find that you might need to use the gray graphite on the lighter portions of our canvas. If it shows against the dark ink spot at the top, great. If it doesn't, you might need to use a chalk method to transfer the lines and or white transfer paper. Once your pattern has been transferred, the next thing I'd love for you to do, so that we have lots of time in class to do all of the detail work, it would be great to have some of your undercoating done. So I'm going to run through a list now of all the colors that I have used for the undercoating areas. And let's start right at the top of the canvas and work down. So the gray that we used here for the pom-pom, also the fur trim on his hat, the fur trim on his little sleeve here, and the fur trim down at the bottom, as well as the beard. Don't worry about the mustache, but just the beard is all based in with classic French gray. The red of his hat, the red of his robe is all done with apple red, and I will tell you I applied 2 or 3 coats of my apple red. And right now you can see that I kind of left a little marking here to where my arm and my sleeve is different from the body of the robe itself. Give yourself a little bit of a little cheat line, if you will, to help so that you'll know where his arm is when we get ready to come to class. His little backpack or his satchel, including the little belt line here, that is all based in with Pueblo. And the mitten is based in with your green that you have, and that's sap green. These little red hearts were just painted in with apple red. The belt that he has, it's very low riding belt, is all based in your black, which is the pure black. And then the buckle itself and the star at the top, I based in with the yellow that we have on our supply list, and that is moon yellow. And last but not least, his face area here is all based in with a beautiful color called Cool Bisque. If you could have that all done for class, I think we'll be good to go. We'll have lots of fun with lots of detail. Don't worry about painting in the packages. I left those free here. Don't worry about doing anything with your tree. Just have your pattern on there ready to go and have your supplies gathered. I look forward to seeing you in class on December the 14th. Thank you.